Hello, good night, everyone, and thank you for joining the Karat Tricks and Tips session, season 2020. Tonight is episode 2, and tonight we'll be going through some uh, some very interesting information. I am going to go through some information that was released just this week, as early as up to just a few hours ago, but we're going to focus on the multi-packs that were released and as well as some of the plans that we do have for 2020 from the Karat Caribbean group. So let me just switch over to my presentation. First of all, let me start to share. And we have a special guest with us who will be going through the presentation along with me. And her name is Kelly Ann Pope. So Kelly Ann has been with Karatbars since the beginning, since 2011, even before it was officially renamed or relaunched as Karatbars International. And she is one of my senior business partners, and she has also a lot of experience in the crypto industry as well. And she is going to be going through some of the slides with me as we proceed. So just want to say good night. Kellyanne, can you come on? Yes, I'm not hearing. Let me take this. Sorry about that. Yes. Hello? Okay, let me just, I'm not hearing Kelly. Type in the chat box if you're hearing Kelly and I'm not. All right, so it is on my end. Let me see. Let me stop your sharing for an instant there. Sound. Okay, my sound is all the way up. And I'm not hearing Kelly. Is anyone else hearing Kelly? Well, Gabriel is not hearing Kelly either. So Kelly, there's something on your end. So what I will do, I will commence the first part of the session. And before we get into the multi-packs, we can try to revisit and see what can happen by there, all right? So let me go back to sharing the screen. And let's go from the beginning. Okay, so my name is Michael Amann, and I represent the Karat Caribbean team, founder as of 2013. And the objective of the Karat Caribbean Gold Savings Club is to preserve wealth, of course, to hedge against inflation, change worthless cash to gold, bullion, and crypto assets, and of course, help others preserve their wealth to go to financial freedom. I have been an affiliate with Karatbars since August 2013, and from that period to now, during that time, I have met with various leaders internationally, affiliate team leaders, as well as, of course, with corporate. And we have also had sessions in Trinidad. I'm one of the team members of a group that a planning team in Trinidad and Tobago, who are also responsible for sharing the information and the news about Karatbars to the region and to the world at large. These folks on the lower right-hand corner you would see would be Carlos Gonzalez, Pastor Carlos Gonzalez, Mr. Larry Pereira, Mr. Jamal Ali Shah, and this is myself. Okay, so as we speak about Karat Caribbean, while this is the second session that we are having, I just wanted to give a quick insight into some of the plans that we have for the team, the region, and moving forward, of course, whether persons are directly in our team or not, right? So just going to look at plans for 2020 and beyond. And the Karat Caribbean is really a movement to impact the world, and it is led by affiliates from the region. So some people hear the word Karat Caribbean, oh, this is something for Caribbean people only. No, it's not. It is led by affiliates from the region. We have team members in our group who are in Australia, some are in the UK, some are in Singapore, USA, different parts of the world. But many of our leaders are also from various parts of the world. But our objective is to help build the region. We have our culture. We have certain ways of looking at things, and of course, our objective is, of course, to help people in our region to raise Karatbars to the next level, and of course, that we can be leaders to the world at large as well. So we have various team leaders who have stepped up to be leaders of their own groups. We have Larry Pereira, who founded the Fion group. My personal organization is referred to as the Premier Team. We also have Karat 600, Marlon Modest, Royal Gold Group, Carlos Gonzalez, Karat Coin, Crypto Gold, Kina Bartholomew, Digital Directors, Atkins Ferguson, Gold Profit Systems, Jamal Ali Shah, No Excuses, Marlon Thorne, Golden Leaders, and the Orozco. And one of the newest teams that was formed just today, Stephen Cornell for Judah Praise Gold. Of course, we have people in the region who are working with us, who are members of other teams as well. Synergy Gold Group, Wealth Builders Worldwide, Global Gold Bullion, and with team leader Kevin James Brown, Gold Cash Flow Leaders with Vision. Now, when persons are in our teams, of course, it doesn't mean we don't interact with each other. Actually, we help each other. When the tide rises, all the boats rise with it. So we, of course, have initiated some various Zoom calls. We have a weekly schedule, which basically looks like this. On Mondays, we want to reserve free so that all affiliates can get an opportunity to plug in to the Synergy Team Huddle to get updates from corporate, where the company is heading, where we are at present, and even to get additional information on what we currently have. On Tuesdays, we would be having a session dealing with some financial education, tips and tricks, which is this call that you're on with Michael Amann. On Thursdays, on crypto education. And on Fridays, we may or may not have, and we'll call it a wild card because we can bring a surprise to the team. Of course, we share the schedule in the group before the time comes, and we are seeking to have a schedule in advance so that you'll be aware of what are the things that we are bringing out. Of course, we have other information for those who are new and they'd like to get a full presentation of Karatbars. There are other Zoom calls that are available on the web. And in addition to that, we are also having some sessions in the region. We also work towards having some training. Training is important. Education is important for people to be plugged in and aware and to apply what they learn. And for this reason, we have a series of workshops that are planned. We have Crypto Trading for Beginners, which is a class that is under initiative of Pastor Carlos Gonzalez, which has actually started just yesterday, just this week, Monday. Yes, I'm hearing you, Kelly. Oh, thank you for coming on. Awesome. Right, so we do have some crypto trading classes. We have a key merchant workshop, which is scheduled for the 26th of January in Trinidad and Tobago. We are seeking to have this workshop also taking place in other locations and even online. Those are some of the things that we are exploring right now. So stay tuned to get more information on K-Merchant. These are workshops that will actually walk merchants through how to set up their accounts, how to put in their wallets, how to configure their point of sale systems so they can use these systems. Of course, K-Merchants don't necessarily have to be affiliates. They simply need to be a merchant willing to accept crypto as payment for goods and services. We also have a couple of conferences coming up in Trinidad and Tobago. And even beyond that, we are seeking to also have a K-Merchant marketplace. This is it's like a fair, like a trade fair that persons can come and purchase items with using the K-Merchant platform. So, Kellyanne, what are your thoughts on the plans that we have so far?
Very exciting. I actually missed everything you said because I had some technical difficulties. I was trying to figure out what was going on, so I had to do a Band-Aid. So I'm looking at my screen, and I have you on the phone right now, and I don't have a real good connection, so I can't hear you very well. But I'm... Pardon me?
We can hear you clearly now.
Oh, well, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I'm excited about the multiplier packages.
Right.
And also the news that we just received today on the gold miners. So honestly, I haven't even been watching your webinar because I've been busy trying to figure out how to get in.
All right, not a problem. We didn't come to the multi-packages as yet. We were just giving an overview of the our vision and plans for 2020 for the Karat Caribbean team and moving forward. Okay, so are you seeing the screen right now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So we just started having a crypto trading class for beginners. That just started on 13th of Marabella. And as you came on, I was speaking about a K-Merchant workshop that we have planned for the 26th, and that we are also seeking to explore the possibility of having an online workshop as well, so that merchants, even if they are not affiliates, can participate and learn more about K-Merchant, and we can actually have the workshop for them to set up their systems and even probably have some live transactions during the workshop as well. Right.
Oh, so, awesome. Okay.
Yep. So
that's functional.
Yeah. And just 2 screens before, I'll just give it to you. I'll show you we have, of course, the plans for the weekly Zoom calls. We want to keep Mondays free for the Synergy Team Huddle. Right. So for all affiliates to be up to date. And the rest of the week, we have the various programs that we would have weekly at the set time. Our time would be 8 p.m. Trinidad time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I think this would be 5 p.m. Mountain, which is your time zone, correct?
Correct.
And I just gave an introduction to some of the affiliate teams that we have. We have various teams in here, which are just sharing that right now. Okay, so we are also having a series of local private gold receptions. Not everyone in our country may be familiar with Zoom. Some persons prefer to come in person to attend a meeting. So we are actually on a move to have PGRs all around the country of Trinidad and Tobago and actually beyond. Okay, so starting from Trinidad and Tobago, we had a session in Marabella just this Sunday gone. We have a session planned in Couva, that's for the 16th of January, that's tomorrow. One in Princestown on the 26th of January. And of course, after that, we have various other locations to go to. If there are other persons on the call from Trinidad and Tobago, and there's an area that you would like us to visit, please send me a message, and the team will review, and we can see how we can include it in our plans. The places in green are not fixed. That is, these are just planned, and the order can vary based on availability and demand in other areas as well. Okay, then we are moving to the region, which we refer to as the Karat Caribbean Tour. Right now, we have one of our team leaders, that's Larry Pereira, who is currently in Barbados. And we have another team leader who is Denise Pereira Besessa. She'll be heading to St. Lucia next week. And during the next couple of months, we intend to be moving into a couple other Caribbean countries, Jamaica, Grenada, Aruba, Martinique, and so on, culminating in the Bahamas, who have also made a request for our presence there. Right, and beyond the Bahamas, further on into the year, we have some conferences internationally. We have a conference planned this year in Amsterdam. I think it may be in September. And we, of course, are seeking to raise the level of our team members so that we can have greater Caribbean representation in our seminars internationally. We also intend to have representation to go visit headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany, and of course, beyond 2020 and beyond to visit other countries as well. And we also have a website that was developed along with our senior business partner, that's Mr. Kevin James Brown, called Gold Cash Flow System. Have you ever seen this site, Kelly?
It looks very familiar, yes.
Right. So this website was developed with myself. Hello? Yes, along with content from Mr. Kevin James Brown, information from items 1 to 7. We were actually seeking for a way to help new affiliates to have a process or a system to follow, which Kevin has done, and also to educate existing affiliates on what they have. Because when we started Karatbars, and you can chime in here, Kelly, Karatbars was basically a gold savings program. Basically, purchased a lot of gold, sold a lot of people, and you earn that way. But now there's so much taking place in Karatbars that for a new person it may be a little bit confusing. Wouldn't you say so, Kelly?
There's a lot of moving parts these days. When we first started, it was just a basic gold savings plan with a compensation on top of it. And now we have, how many companies do we have now, Michael?
Wow, I think it's about 6.
Yeah, or maybe more. You know, I want to say I'm on this. It's very hard to hear you. I think we need to mute everyone on the phone other than me, if we could.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see the same thing this up.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good.
That helped a lot. I was really having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All righty.
I think I got it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, something's wrong with my computer, obviously, so I'm trying to figure that out, but we'll do that later. But yes, we have a lot of moving parts here at Karatbars International these days. Here we are in 2020, and there's just so many things going on. So, but it's still the basic. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, it's still the basic gold is what we're focused on, which is complementary, you know, crypto and everything else that we have, and people can come in with a simple gold savings plan, and then they just go where they want to from there.
Yep, that's right. The core has never changed. It is still there. So,
correct.
Yeah. So for persons to come in and learn about the core and learn about the additions, we have advanced training, which I refer to as Karat Academy. When you go to goldcashflowsystem.com, you'll be presented with this. You have the menu at the left. So persons can learn how to share, how to contact prospects, get testimonials from persons who were there from before, learn how to conduct meetings, and of course, learn about the back office, the Karatbars MasterCard, and so on. One of the additional things that we have on the Gold Cash Flow system, some persons may want to know the support numbers to call. Where do I call? Where do I write an email? And so on. We also have at the bottom of the page in Gold Cash Flow system, the international hotlines on the left, telephone numbers to call, Even for persons who receive the MasterCard and need to get their PIN, we have the numbers to call. These are automated numbers that persons can get their PIN. And on the right, the various areas that persons can write to get support. Think this is useful?
Very useful, yes.
Mm-hmm. So once we have this, you don't need to memorize what is a support call to make. You just go to Gold Cash Flow System and it is there. We also encourage persons to remain plugged in, and we have support channels on various social media platforms. We have many persons on WhatsApp, which is a default. We have persons on Telegram. We have a Facebook group, which had started back in 2014 and is the most active regional Facebook group, I must say, from then to now. And we also have channels on Skype. So we can provide information, education, and updates. But of course, that being said, let's just get into some of the key things that I know persons would be eager to get more information on this week. So we got some updates this week, and we still are getting some updates. We were promised last week that we'll get some information on new products, new packages, new ways of commission, new ways to increase residual income, and also information. Let me see, somebody else came on. Just a second.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there. Yeah, let me try that again. Okay. Right.
Thank you. And I see you unmuted me by host. Good.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Moving on.
Okay, so moving on. We didn't get updates on the gold standard bankers yet, nor the IPO details. That information is still forthcoming, but we did get some information. And one of the information that we received that some people may have glossed over is an update in our ecosystem. You were asking about the various companies just now?
Right.
Right. So here it is in a nutshell, right? So at the core,
Right.
we have Karatbars, where persons go to purchase products. Purchasing of products within the system is done in Karatbars or karatgold.sg. But then we have Karat Pay for persons to make electronic cash gold or Unival payments. We have an associated app. We have a crypto exchange, Karatbit exchange. And one of the more recent updates has to do with Karatbit, which we will find out soon enough. We have the K Merchant platform, and they are all tied to Karatbars in some way. The newest one we have is Karat Globe, formerly known as K Exchange, which we're going to get some more information about. I'm interested in finding out that as well. That should be tied to the K Merchant, and this is going to be interesting. Did you hear anything more about Karat Globe?
No, I haven't heard anything outside of what we've heard about the vouchers and how they're included inside the multi-packs.
Mm-hmm. Right, good.
And then, of course, that those are for marketing purposes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really the only thing that I'm aware of at this point.
All right, good. So let's jump into the gravy.
Gravy.
Yes, we're going to go into gravy. I see Calvin Douglas raise his hand, but I think we would come to the questions a little after, so you can make note or type any questions in the chat room, everyone else, and we would come to it. So for those who may have missed there were some multiple webinars that took place yesterday internationally, but we can just quickly go through some of these. The company has released another line of packages. These, I think, are replacing the profit packages. We don't have profit packages anymore, do we? I don't think so.
No, we do not. I already actually verified that and they're gone.
Right. So instead we have e-points and multi-packages. With the e-points, I actually think of Expedia. You know, when you make purchases on Expedia, you get points, and then you can redeem points for discounts on hotels or actually free plane tickets, as the case may be. And there are other companies that have some form of rewards. And we can also probably even purchase points and give them as gifts to someone else or keep it for future use. So Karatbars has done something similar, but with leverage. In other words, if you introduce someone to Expedia and they make purchases, you wouldn't get points from them. With Karatbars, however, you can actually purchase points or get a multi-package and let other people do the same, and you also get matching points based on the package you have, and you can redeem these points for electronic products. I think that's what the E stands for. Is that for electronic? I don't know.
Yes, that's correct. That's what it stands for, electronic.
Electronic points, right. So by purchasing a multi-package, we receive a different number of E-points depending on the package. And the E-points can only be used by the purchaser. It's not transferable. And I would just jump straight into one question some persons may have. If persons already have a dual team status, such as bronze, silver, gold, VIP, they are not automatically going to be receiving E-points from persons in their team who purchase these packages. To qualify for receiving points, you will need to purchase a multi-package yourself. Correct?
Correct, and it is not required by anyone to do anything at Karatbars, and that's including the I like to call them the multiplier pack, because it does multiply, but it's optional. It's just another layer. You're going to another layer.
Good. Thanks for that clarification as well. Yep. Yep, that's right. That's another layer, or like a biscuit, or on an onion skin. There's another layer.
Well, we have biscuits and gravy here in the over here on this land in the Turtle Island.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the points that are accumulated can be redeemed for products, such as right now, they can be redeemed for like the Impulse K1 phone. They can also be redeemed for the laptop, for the CEM machine, and other products that will be rolled out as time goes on. So in addition, for the multi-package purchases in your downline, your uni level up to 7 levels deep, and depending on your status, you will also receive pro rata E-points for each package that matches your multi-package or smaller. All right, so this does not apply to the dual team. This applies to your direct organization. You sponsor someone, they sponsor some people, they sponsor some people. Those are the persons in your direct organization. The dual team only applies to units in the dual team, which is not affected, right? So existing, right? That's right. So existing affiliates stay with the actual status, but with the purchase of higher multi-packages, the status can be upgraded. So basically, some of the multi-packages come bundled with dual team statuses as well. So obviously, if you purchase a multi-package that has a higher dual team status than the one you currently have, you will be upgraded to the new status. Basically, that's what it says, right? For example.
Absolutely.
Yep, that's right. So let's go. Starting with multi-package 3, you receive cash gold. Watch the time, right? Cash gold pro rata from the packages you purchase over 7 levels deep. The levels are compressed depending on your status. Now, what do we mean by compressed levels? Can you give a quick explanation on compression, as we're coming across this word a couple times?
Yeah, well, we've gone through compression at one time when we were when we started the matching bonuses. It's the same concept with the matching bonuses that we packages that we signed up with. So that that is where your levels are 2 to 7 levels depending is here, except that it's the same algorithm, the same computation. It's just that now we're looking at something, some other additional things, which would be your electronic points, which is what we're calling the EPs,
Right.
and the gold. You're going to be paid in gold with these packages. And then, of course, that also gives you your matching bonus if you wanted for a amount of time, but we'll get into that as you continue.
Yes. All right, wonderful. So this new line of products actually is opening the door for us to be paid in electronic points as well as gold, and in addition to the already existing units for the dual team, and even the traditional points, the unilevel points still remain. So we're getting multiple streams of commissionable volume that we can use to get paid out in gold, in products, and of course in fiat. Right, so once we collect 5,000 e-points, we can get an impulse phone. For 8,000, it's a laptop. 25,000 a CM, as we spoke about before. So as an example, just by purchasing for 4 months multi-package 3, and another 20. Okay, so speaking about this example may be a little bit confusing if you don't know what these different packages contain. But basically what they're saying is that by purchasing a particular package and when other people and helping others to do the same, you can get enough e-points to redeem for a phone. That's basically what it is.
Well, it's not just a phone. That's singular. It could be phones with an S at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, and WIMs and all electronics. I mean, you could have 12 phones. You may only need one, but you can sell the other 11. We are entrepreneurs.
That's true.
You know.
Very good point.
And you can get that right off the bat on one of the packages.
Wow.
Yeah. Very, very powerful.
Multi-package direct commission. Now, these multi-packages are very similar, of course, to the standard direct commissions that we have, 10%, 3%, and 2%. However, the difference is that when persons make a purchase of a multi-package, we will get that 10%, 3, and 2 will be based on 75% on the value of the package. For example, a €150 package, multi-package, will be calculated based on 112.50, which is 75% of 150. So instead of the team member above getting €15, they actually get €11.25 for a 10% direct commission. Okay, this applies only to the multi-packages. If you have a dual team status and one of your direct team members purchases a regular bronze package, they will still get the full €15. So this only applies to purchases of multi-packages, right? The multi-package.
Correct.
That's right.
When you say regular, to me, that's a classic.
Ah, thank you for that word.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we're gonna get the following table. We're gonna skim through some of the information in the following slides because we have a summary to show them all. So the multi-packages matching bonus counts from multi-package 4 onwards, and it is valid from the day of purchase and counts the week after. So we're gonna get a little bit more information on that. The status resulting from the multi-packages always applies in the month in which the payment is received. Okay, we're gonna find out about that. Purchase a multi-package on the 27th of February, which is near the end of the month. And the payment is received by the 28th of February. Then you have the status of VIP for the whole of February 2020. Actually, to be more specific, when you get a dual team status, it is not valid for only 1 month. think this is one correction I would have to put on the slide here. When you get a dual team status, that remains with you for life. I think what happens is the benefits based on the multi-packages that may apply. But in this example, this is something I think we have been speaking about earlier. We are not too clear what they mean by the whole of February, because obviously the month of February is finished by this time. I don't know. So we have to clarify that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are getting clarification on that. I know that we may even get more clarification tonight at Cheryl Ann's at 10 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time.
That's correct. Right after this call. So that would be within the next 25 minutes. We have another call with Cheryl Ann Goba, and she will be explaining a little bit more about this to clarify certain things on the multi-packages, plus a new incentive, which is the gold miner. Right? So we have a gold mine of information to listen to. So let's proceed. Let's look at the details probably on the first two packages here and then move to the others. The first multi-package is 75 euros. This makes it possible for someone to participate if they don't have if they don't have much and all they have is 75 euros, they can purchase a multi-package. And they would accumulate 240 electronic points, e-points. They will also that will also generate 1 unit to the dual team system. But of course, they don't get a dual team status themselves. So they don't get bronze, gold, silver, and so on. However, once somebody purchases a multi-package 1 and they help others to do the same, somebody else and their team purchases a multi-package 1, they would get 20 electronic points. So if they register with a multi-package and then sign up their sister, who also signs up with a multi-package, they would have 240, plus they would get 20 from their direct sign-up. So they would have 260 afterwards. Of course, that only applies to the purchases of the 75 euro packages. They would not get any e-points for persons who purchase multi-packages higher than the status that they have. Right? And we can see that we see that in multi-package 2 as well. When you buy a multi-package 2, 150 euros, you will get e-points from your direct sales of 150 and 75 euro multi-packages. And generates 2 units. But you also get bronze status, which means you also start to get commissions from your teams as it builds, and that status remains with you for life, unless you upgrade that status. Multi-package 3, 285, still get bronze, you get 750 e-points, and then you get points from other persons who purchase multi-package 1, 2, and 3. But one of the things from multi-package 3 is that when persons purchase their multi-package, you will also get cash gold for every sale of a multi-package 3 as well in your team. So basically, you're getting paid in points and gold and cash, because once you have a bronze package, the other things that comes with bronze still applies. You get 10% on first level, 10, 3, and 2. The usual things applying, and of course, you have you participate in the dual team payout as well. Is there anything I missed out there?
No, you've got it going.
One of the things thank you very much. One of the things you would notice with the multi-package 3 is that they would also get a voucher for the Karat Globe. And as we stated, more information on that as time goes on. But just from this here alone, we can see that the 750 e-points, how much is it for a phone? 5,000?
5,000
yes.
For a K1 Impulse phone.
For K1 Impulse
e-point.
phone.
EP, yeah.
Right. Okay. So they would already have be more than 10% on the way to getting an impulse phone once they continue. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's right. One of the other things to note is that once someone gets a bronze status, when they buy that multi-pack, they also qualify for the Karat Fast Track program as well, which means that if within 5 weeks, a 5-week period from the time the bronze package is obtained, they can also get 5 other persons to register with a bronze package or higher, they will automatically be upgraded to a silver status, just as before. So even if somebody registers with the multi-package 2 and they have team members who purchase the multi-package 3, they wouldn't get the E-points from the multi-package 3, but they will, if they get 5 persons, they can still be upgraded to the silver status. So they work hand in hand. It's in parallel.
Awesome.
And so that is awesome. The different ways that the company is making it possible for people to move ahead. The multi-package 4, 575 euros. They get 1,675 E-points, and they get a matching bonus from this level onwards. They normally, to qualify for a matching bonus, one would need to obtain at least 25 euros in sales. But with the multi-package 4, you can get matching bonus for a period of 4 weeks when the total sales in your downline is a minimum of 500 euros monthly. So it's possible for someone, once the team starts to grow and they get 500 euros, not for the week, but for the month, they will qualify to get matching bonus on the commissions that their team members make. And of course, they would get the E-points, which is accumulated to the E-points, or they would also get 0.2 grams of cash gold for everybody who purchases the same multi-package 4, and so on. So that's basically the standard there. From multi-package 4 onwards, we get the matching bonus, and the qualification changes. When someone purchases a multi-package 5, they would get a matching bonus for 3-month period. But the minimum sales must be 1,000 euros for the month. They also get gold status on this. I'm not mentioning it too much, but of course the number of profit cards and vouchers are increasing, but that information is what we can get more detail to in a future tips and tricks presentation. Okay, the key thing we're looking at is the accumulation of points, E-points, the accumulation of gold, and of course the units, which is 50 units moving forward, right? It's interesting to note that, of course, the silver would normally be, from a normal silver package, would be 20 units, but for the multi-package, it would be 5 units. Okay, so if anybody got a little bit, where's my 20 units? It's really 5 if it's a multi-package. Okay, so we have a multi-package 6, which where you get 6,500 EPs, price is 37.50 euros. And you get a lot of E-points again from based on the packages that people purchase, the same multi-package 6 and lower. You get matching bonus for 6 months, but you need a minimum of 3,500 euros that month to qualify for that period. And cash goals, you get cash gold, of course, up to 0.5 of a gram. Multi-package 7, 7,500 euros, 14,400 E-points. Of course, you can, at that time, person can qualify for multiple K1 Impulse phones. And of course, matching bonus for a year. Total sales must be minimum of 10,000 euros monthly to qualify. And of course, multi-package 7 generates 200 units to the dual team. So this is it in summary. Multi-packages 1 to 4. It's active for 1 month. 5 is 3 months, multi-package 6, and 7, 12. Okay, and of course we have the different dual team statuses that are bundled in when they purchase these e-packages. Right, any other comments you want to give? I think I'll just give it a glance here. This is a summary of everything we've shared, I think, so far.
Yeah, it's looking good. I like how, you know, we got the package 4 starts at 4 weeks. And so it's always package 4 that starts at that 4 weeks, and then they increase from there. And all package 1, 2, and 3
Yes.
is for
there's a match. So the points, they get a match on the points for 1 month. The matching bonus, I think, is for the euros, which is coming from package 4 and up. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months is in euros. The gold would be from 3, that is matching matching in cash gold from the team members. But from the very first one, the multi-package 75 euros, they can also get the amount of points for a 1 month period. For persons to get points for the other month, they would have to purchase another multi-package. Okay, so as the points accumulate, they can redeem these. The products that are available for redemption right now would be the Impulse for 5,000 points, which means, of course, someone that purchases the multi-package 6 can immediately redeem the points they got for an Impulse phone, if they wish. And similarly, and they'll have some extra information, extra points, which they can accumulate again for another phone, as you stated before.
Or they could just get the K1 Impulse and the WIM on the 7,500 euro multi-package. They can still get the K1 and the WIM.
That's correct, because 5,000 plus 8, that would give 13. So with 14,400 points, they can redeem that immediately. Yep.
That is the actual best way to do that.
Yeah. So of course,
if you're looking for a VIP. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So the person who obtains the multi-package 7 really does not leave anything on the table. They open for everyone. They would get the matching points, gold, and euro from everyone in their organization. Yep.
And 200 units on that.
And 200
so that's
units.
Right. So, I mean, even if you're just a classic, you know, and you don't decide to layer it, you know, you're going to come in new and this is the package you're going to get. Yeah. Perfect. You're already at a classic and you want to add another layer. That's great too. But what I'm trying to say here is that even if you're classic, just know that you're still going to get these units. You're going to get, if they purchase a multi-package, which is, I call a multiplier because that's what these are. But you get a really nice deal on that 200 units because that's a big one. That's a real big one there.
That is correct. That's true.
Powerful, yeah, in the dual team.
So again, as stated earlier, if anyone has any questions on this, the only way to get the points or to participate in the points is to purchase a multi-package. But even if you don't purchase a multi-package, when persons in your team do, you still benefit from the dual team units from them. If you want to purchase dual team status, you have the options to get it from purchasing a multi-pack or the classic business packages. And you can also purchase the 50 euro incentive points. With the incentive points, you would not purchase a package up front, but with the incentive points, you can actually, if you want to call it layaway or put away for the next incentive. Usually the company introduces a new incentive every 3 months or so. And with these incentives, you can accumulate these incentive points, which can be exchangeable for a package. For example, 30 incentive points would usually be equivalent to a bronze package, right? So with the
always
6,
have.
Yep. So there's always a way. Someone can't afford 150 euros right now, but they can buy a 50 euro incentive pack. Right? So they buy the 50 euro, and then that's 10 incentive points. They buy 3 of that, that's the same 150, but spread across a 3-month period. And they can redeem it for a bronze package in the future. So there's different ways that persons can do this. And it's also important to note, all of these packages are available for purchase with cash gold as well. So persons can, yep, go ahead.
They really should be doing the exercise for anyone who's coming in new. Yep. And for anyone who's been here for like as long as anybody's been here, we should always, I mean, I use Karatpay all the time. We should be using Karatpay, and that is using our cash gold. You'll see the univels there at the end, which is a universal unit, the very end there. And, you know, that's the going rate right now as gold is increasing, probably as we're speaking right now. But, you know, so those rates are going to change. But you should be going through the exercise of buying the cash gold first, or if you have some already, and converting them over to Karatpay, and then buying these packages in cash gold. Yes, and that should just be an automatic do.
Yeah, I think this is also helpful for teams because
it does.
Because to purchase a package with a credit card, like for 75 euros, you cannot tell Karatbars, hey, I'm going to pay for part, I'm going to pay for 40, and then I'm going to pay for the 35 later. You can't. However, you can accumulate cash gold, right? So you can make multiple purchases of cash gold, and when you have enough, you can simply redeem it for the multi-packages. And that
just use your credit card. Just use your credit card or debit card or your Karatbars MasterCard to buy cash gold.
That's right.
And that exercise is actually going to be like, it's going to do something to you. I'm telling you, I know for sure because I was doing it, you know, every week constantly. So it just changes your brain.
Yes, it does. And when we, and especially as we have a system where we are actually earning cash gold as well, we can get cash gold to help our team members, especially our family members, to purchase as well. It makes it even more affordable.
Oh my gosh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yep. So we can pull. In fact, I heard that there was one of the teams. They had a Karatpay fund, and persons from the team would contribute to that fund, so that when persons come in who are identified as someone with a genuine need or really couldn't afford, they can pull from that fund to purchase a package for them and help build a team. So this is a really...
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yep. So I'm not going to go into the e-point match and the cash gold match. I think we just basically covered that quickly because we are getting close to 9 o'clock when we're going to have another call with Cheryl and Goba, with James and Grace session.
That's at 10 o'clock. That's 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
It's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. What is your time right now?
Oh, it's like...
It's 6:50. Right?
It's 6 o'clock. It's almost 6 o'clock here.
Pacific, right? Okay.
So it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock Eastern right now.
Yes,
but,
right.
Yeah,
I got it.
I'm reading through. I know you and I are kind of new together, but I'm reading through your group chat right now, and I think some people have questions. So let me know when you want me to do that.
Yes, let's go through that right now because I think I covered the main part of the session. Somehow I was looking at 9 p.m. and I got it confused with 9 p.m. Atlantic. And even though I have it on I typed in this on the slide. We still have an hour again. So, but let's see how we can go through some of these questions. That's fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Digital Directions TT.
Yes.
Yes. It's retroactive when they say the whole of February at least. That's what I heard on 2 calls about these new packages.
Okay. Right.
So
So that even
thank
at
you,
the end of
digital
the month,
director.
that means whatever activity was generated earlier in the month will still apply.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Good.
that is what I've heard too, consensus. But we just wanted to validate that. And I also read on the PDF that's in our downloads under presentations, and then you go to the multiply packages. You open that up that you were just reading about 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. It says in there, it starts on the day you buy it. It starts that day.
Oh, okay.
It does say that it in black and white. It starts that day. So I you know, I don't know why I missed that, but I just finally saw it. So we'll hone in that on another time. Okay, so I'm back to the questions.
All right, go ahead.
And comments.
All right.
I hope that we have Marlo G. Hi, Marlo G. I think that's Marlo George, maybe. He says, I hope that this webinar is going beyond 1 hour tonight. I have questions and others may have too. Is it? Oh, well,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is Terrence Brannon. He says, the dual team units go to you or just your sponsor. I bought a multi-package today. There were about 5 options to pay for it. I wonder if you can upgrade your multi-package in the same month.
Okay. So as far as dual team units, well, yes, the dual team units work like any units. So they would go to everyone in your dual team above you. To everyone that has a package would trap those units, right? So whenever that multi-package is purchased, the units will go straight all the way up to Cheryl and Goba and everyone in between. I bought a multi-package today. Yes, there are 5 options to pay for it. Yes, we spoke about that. Bitcoin. Let me see. Bitcoin, credit card, Karatbars, MasterCard, Karat Pay.
Well, wait. When you say Bitcoin, they can click the BTC or the Ethereum, but that takes them to K Merchant. So that's one gateway.
Right.
It's called a gateway, right? So it's a processing gateway.
Yes. Okay.
And then we have the MasterCard, the Karatbar MasterCard. That's number 2.
That's number 2.
And then you can use a debit card or a credit card. That's number 3.
Yes. Number 4.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Cash Gold. Cash Gold is Karat Pay. That's number 4.
And number 5 would be Bank Wire.
Ah, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. It's nice to have options. I hope she's enjoying it.
Oh, absolutely right.
Or he.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if you can upgrade your multi-packages in the same month. Yes. So I don't think there's any limitations to upgrades. I know someone who upgraded within 4 hours. They got a bronze, and within 4 hours, their status was upgraded. Because that person I know of had made 5 other persons had purchased packages just after he did from his direct team, and immediately he was qualified and he was upgraded. So the multi-package, or what you're trying to say is, if you purchase, let's say, a multi-package 1, and then you decide that within a month I want to purchase a multi-package 5, if you can do so, that should be possible, shouldn't it?
I really don't know, and I don't think so. But then again, if it happened that day and you wanted to change your mind, that's different. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can call customer service and get that taken care of probably.
What I'm thinking
that's a good question we need to write down.
Sure, no problem. Because what I'm thinking of is this. If, for example, somebody starts off with a €75 multi-pack, and he realizes that, hey, a lot of his friends are buying the 150 and higher. He's losing out from those E-points. Then he should be able to upgrade. And from the time he upgrades, he would then benefit from those other persons who purchased the 150 after him. I don't think the company
Yeah,
would
it
stop
does
you
make
from doing
sense.
so.
You're right. That does.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard that we could just yet.
Okay.
But
All
then
right.
again, you know, yeah.
Okay. So
And so when you say upgrade, you know, I don't know, do you pay the difference?
Oh no, I think now we don't have that paying the difference anymore.
That's what I meant. Upgrade to me sounds like you pay the difference. So maybe we're using just the wrong term. He said upgrade.
Yes. No. Well, actually, we can upgrade by paying the full amount for the new package.
Yes.
The upgrade
Right.
by paying the difference was unique to those of us in Karatbars in the earlier years. Yeah, because in order to upgrade, we could have just paid the difference in the cost. But now to pay the difference, we have to pay the full price. But it is still an upgrade. Because if you were bronze before and you move up to silver, that is an upgrade.
True.
Right?
There you go. Now everything's making clear.
Yep.
Okay, next one. And thank you, Terrence Brannon. The next one is Vince. Hi, Vince. He's saying, Terrence, which platform did you use? So he wants to know. We don't know. He'll maybe answer later. And then Vince says at karatbars.com. Okay, because we really do use this at Karatbars. We do go to karatbars.com now. There's really no, I mean, it's just probably no reason for you to ever go to karatgold.sg at this time. That was for us to purchase a initial exchange offer, an IEO. We had to have the karatgold.sg there for that purpose.
That's right.
There's really no purpose to go there. There really isn't.
That's
at
right.
this time.
Yep. All products have been moved to karatbars.com now.
Yes, exactly, which does make life a little bit easier for some of us. Okay. That was just one. Okay, Deborah Rotho says 9 p. Okay, so she was trying to tell us it's 9 Eastern and
there's a clarification on the time.
Pacific. Okay. Thanks, Terrence. And then it's in 1 hour, 5 p.m. Blah blah blah. Oh, any more questions?
Okay, so I think I can look to see if there's anyone who has their hand up, so we can.
Oh, there is more. There is more questions.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they just showed up. Okay, we have one. So would I find all those options you mentioned on Karatbars.com? Well, she just says Karatbars, so I think she means, or he means Vince. He means Karatbars.com.
That is the option, the purchase options. Yes.
Yes, you go to product purchase, you drop down until you see multi-packages, and then click multi-packages, and then you'll see there's 7 multi-packages there. And then you can just add that to your shopping cart. Okay?
Right.
Okay, next question. Do we get to purchase KBC coins, and how?
Okay.
No.
So, no. Yeah. Purchase of coins are not usually allowed outside of an ICO. It's within the ICO we can purchase coins, and I think there's some countries that they couldn't purchase coins, that they couldn't even purchase coins directly. But yeah, so KBC has been out of ICO for over a year. Since June 2018. So from then to now, the only way to get KBC coins would be to trade for it on the Karatbit exchange. Not only Karatbit exchange, there are multiple other exchanges as well, I think. Yeah.
Yep, there's a couple exchanges that you can buy KBC coins at. And then, of course, the best way might be to use karatbit.com, but you can go to any of the exchanges to purchase KBC. That's how you do that. So if you have any more questions, Mario, just let us know. And then Deborah Rotho says that the digital bonus codes are in karatgold.sg. Okay, so she's saying that the digital bonus codes are in karatgold.sg. So is she saying that we have more over there
I think
than what we have?
We can, when you go to karatgold.sg and the product purchase, some things are still there. I don't know if that's what you mean. Yeah. So there's some things that are still in both, but Karatbars is the master, of course. Everything in the catalog is in karatbars.com now. Okay.
Deborah, just let us know if there's, I mean, if that's just something extra that's over there. I know what digital bonus codes are, but everyone, just so they know, digital bonus codes is what gives us the 10% off of the VIP package. I'm sorry, not 10%, 3% off of the 100 euros off of the VIP package, and 3% off of the, I'm sorry, I woke up really early this morning. It was 3% off of the classic gold cards for your, yeah. So that's what those are, digital bonus card codes.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. Now, Mario still has, I'm going to give a little bonus information when we finish with the questions and the calls to address something related to that. So remind me if I forget. But Mario has his hand up. I'm going to unmute him.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Mario.
Good night. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay. In looking at the multi-package offers, persons who purchase a 75 euro multi-pack, previously, when you become an affiliate, you can only benefit from all the commissions and residual income by first purchasing a package. And the basic package was 150 euro. From that point onwards, you have the opportunity to tell others about the packages. And then what you sell, you get particular levels of income. Is it the same for persons who purchase 75 euro packages, or they have to purchase 150 or 285 upwards in order to, because I'm seeing where in terms of the previous grid you had up, which shows what you get for each of the packages. I'm seeing where you can only earn, is it dual
team status is only earned from the 150 euro to the 7,500 euro. As you can see on the screen, he has here, you get the status for life. It's a lifetime status of bronze, which gives you dual team status, silver, dual team status, gold, dual team status, VIP, dual team status forever for a lifetime.
Okay, what I'm referring to, I'm not seeing it here, but what I'm referring to is where you are limited as to where you get bonuses from, the bonus or whatever I saw.
Okay, I think that would be
level for your level and the level below you. You don't get. So I'm asking if someone with a 75 euro package affiliate sells somebody a gold package or a VIP, is it that they can't?
Okay, the only form of commissions, in fact, there's various streams of commissions that have been introduced now. What the multi-package one, which is 75 euros, allows a person who shares with others to get e-points from other 75 euro packages that are also sold. He will not get the traditional units because he will not have a dual team status. He will not get paid in cash. He would not get the 10% commissions and so on. All he would get, but he would still be able to get the e-points from other persons who purchase 75 euro packages.
Okay. But even those who have status, they are limited now to their level and below, not above.
Only for the multi-package. Yeah.
And that is a layer as well.
Mhm. I'm just seeing it. I don't know if I'm looking at it the wrong way. I'm looking at it from a sales perspective. I'm a salesperson. I'm always looking from a sales perspective. That if someone who is way down the totem pole is a big seller, so he's able to sell somebody big packages, he's still limited as to. I'm saying he should get his equivalent.
I understand his question. I don't mean to interrupt you. I think you're doing a great job of explaining it, actually. It's just, okay, these are the same as the classics. They're not limiting you, because I can see how that would look like limiting someone, because they're not going to make it as much. But the classics don't have the E points. The classic does not have the cash gold that you earn. So these are actually extras on top of what our classics did. So you're still going to get all those same benefits, and it's not going to limit you when you are, say, let's use an example, you have €150 bronze multi-package, you just bought it, so you're a bronze now. So that's not going to limit you when you sell a VIP package. You're still going to get your 100 units. You're still going to get the 200 units. Those are not going to go away. Okay. Does that help you?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Because that still remains. This is just, the multiplier is just more, just has more to it, has more meat in it. So so hopefully that helps you. Let me know.
Yeah. So I know one of the things that one of the leaders was speaking about, I think this was from South Africa. As we are rolling this out, in order to ensure that the teams benefit as much as possible with no one leaving anything on the table, would be that while, of course, everybody is an independent, an individual, and are free to make a multi-package purchase whenever they can. But if the leader were to purchase first, and then before his direct team members, then he will be able to benefit in E-points from the purchases that his team members make, right? He will still benefit, of course, if he doesn't do so from the dual team perspective. He will still get the units, he will still get the commissions and so on. But if he were to benefit from the E-points, as a leader, you will need to make a purchase of your E-package before your team members do. Otherwise, you would just miss out on any E-points generated from your team members' multi-package purchases. Yep.
So if you want to make a courtesy call, go ahead and call your upline and just say, are you going to go first, or what's going on?
Yeah. But at the same time, of course, the leader should not hold back their team members from moving forward. If the leader is not able to proceed at that point in time, you can let them proceed. The important thing is that you're already part of the stream. So once you get in, you benefit from the stream that's coming up from that point on. Yep. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other?
Let's see. Mario, it says, Mario, go on the exchange and buy KBC, and that's from Marlon from Paradise. And then Deborah Rotho says, when you receive them, that is where they go. Okay, so I guess the digital bonus codes are going to karatgold.sg. So.
Right. Yeah, and of course, Marlon is also making a plug for Pastor Carlos, the Monday crypto classes, which he has started this Monday, is helping persons to understand how to use the Karatbit exchange, and that includes how to trade and earn KBCs. So what is interesting is that with the gold miner, from the brief thing, and I think I can just stop this, I can take off this presentation and bring that up. Stop this session here, close that, and I can look at the back office. Close that. I was looking at some of the latest news. So for folks who don't know how to look at the latest news, some persons are basically dependent on seeing the latest news published in a chat group. But you can find out the latest news at any time by logging into your Karatbars account, going to General, Latest News.
I do it every day.
Mm-hmm. And this is especially important when you're seeing many affiliates who some of us may not even know are publishing information out there. We need to be sure that we have the correct information. We go check the latest news first. Oops.
You know, you don't have to do capitals. You could just do lowercase.
Yeah, I know. I just did that.
You're the computer guy.
I know, right? KBC gold miner. So from the fourth. Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I was just thinking if you could make it bigger, but you can't.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, you can. Okay. You're the computer guy.
Control plus on the keyboard. This is a tip and trick, by the way.
Oh, okay. Control plus.
When you press Control and the plus sign on your keyboard, it can.
Okay, that's on Apple.
On the Apple, it will be the Command key, I believe.
Command plus.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a hotkey to increase the font size on your screen in a browser. Similarly, Control.
Yeah, 'cause I'm going blind.
Control or Command and minus will make it smaller.
Thank you.
So there's a computer guy tip to the people on the call. Okay. So here's the latest news that was just released. As announced on the 14th December, here's the new KBC promotion. For 75 KBC, you can activate the gold miner and receive cash gold up to the 7th level. Now, we just went through the process before where persons had to purchase multi-packs in order to earn, well, among other things, gold from their team members. But in this case, we have the gold miner, where with the exchange of 75 KBCs, we can, let's see, you activate Karatbit from the 1st of February 2020, we will have the ability to participate in this gold mine, which will result in 75 KBCs being automatically withdrawn from your wallet, available on Karatbit each week. So the debit can be canceled if you no longer want to participate, that's fine. If you don't want to get any free gold, that's fine, it's up to you. So during the time it is active, for every multi-package 3 sold down to 7 levels, you would receive 0.1 gram. Which means that, and this is again in your uni-level organization. So someone 8 levels deep, if everybody above that person, that is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, have not purchased cash gold, you will get, I think that would be, yes, it is compressed. You will get a 0.1 gram. Down to 7 levels down of people who are who have received cash, who have made purchases, you would receive cash gold. So
but package 6 and package 7, you get more than a gram. You get 2 grams for package 6, and I'm sorry, 0.2 grams for package 6, and 0.3 grams for package 7.
Yes.
And that's only going to cost you 75 KBCs right now for the week.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's all they have to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just asking because it's for fun, but really?
Yeah. and what I find really interesting is the following line. This means that every affiliate, let me back up and say those words again. This means that every affiliate participates in the multi-packages up to the 7th level without purchasing one themselves. only by using their KBCs. So you can get gold from activity in your team, even if you don't have a multi-package, simply by exchanging 75 KBCs in the Karatbit exchange to participate. That's it.
But if we read the very bottom, it's going to tell you that if you have a particular package, it actually has some optimization going on down there at the bottom. But what you're saying is right. The new ones coming in, you know, they're going to want that multiplier package, you know, but, you know, so you're going to want to take a look at this. I mean, if you're not doing this, if you have KBC and you're not doing this, that just doesn't make much sense to me, especially, but if you're not building, I mean, I wouldn't think you'd be on this call if you're not building. So, you know, I mean, this is something you just have to do, you know. Easy too. I mean,
I see what this is saying. So
right.
What it's saying here, from multi-package 5 and above, like you have a VIP status and you're already receiving 0.1 gram cash gold from the activity below, then by activating the gold level with 75 KBC, you do not receive another 0.1 gram cash gold. In other words, you're not going to be double paid. If you're already receiving cash gold from your multi-pack, then if you activate it on the Karatbit exchange, you wouldn't get it paid again. But additionally, 2.2 gram from package 6 and 0.3 gram from package 7. Yeah, I think that's what it's saying, right? That you don't get double paid in gold.
Say that again. I'm sorry, Michael.
I think what they're saying is, I think they're saying that you do not get double paid if you're already getting gold from, if you're already getting payment in gold from the multi-packs, then you will not get gold payment again by activating the KBC gold miner on Karatbit. Or is this for? So it seems to be for affiliates who don't have multi-packs, that they can still benefit by payment in gold. I don't know. I think this is one of the things that Cheryl Ann may clear up on the call coming after.
Exactly. Because I've read this 2 different ways already. But then that's what I get for getting up at 3 o'clock this morning. So
yeah.
It's like, this to me is like midnight. I read this in 2 different ways, and so I'm not going to say anything.
All right. Yeah,
I'm zipping it.
Yeah, let's leave it to Cheryl Ann. And for those on the call, I think, especially for those of us who are, we are ahead of you in time. We are already at 9:25, which means that it'll be later here than by you. So persons who really want to get that information.
It feels like 9:25 over here.
I see what you're saying.
I'm an early bird.
Okay, so one bonus I wanted to share is this. Oh, by the way, there's a little video to promote the fact that Cheryl Ann is coming on that would have been put in the chat groups. But one of the things I wanted to address was here. This week I met with someone who asked the classic question that Karatbars gold, they went to Karatbars.com and they saw that the gold was more expensive than gold that they found elsewhere. So I just wanted to present live the clarification on this. And you know the history of well, before Karatbars was even called Karatbars. So Kelly, you can back me up on this. When Karatbars was launching their product, Karatbars, it was actually, the goal of Harold's sites was to provide people around the world with the highest quality gold available on the market. By the word highest quality gold implies that there are various types of quality of gold that is available on the market. And the highest quality at the time implied not just the quality and the purity of the gold itself, but the format in which it is sold. Because there's a lot of counterfeit gold out there. Some companies had put additional security measures in the gold product to ensure that and to give a certain level of security to the purchasers that what they have is the highest quality gold. And one of those manufacturers is a company called UBS. They had come across with a process called Karatbar. K-I-N-E. Yep.
Karatbars.
Karatbar. Okay. And for persons who really want to do a comparison, we need to compare apples with apples. What is the price of 1 gram of Karatbar UBS gold? Right now, as of today, let's take a quick look. 1 gram of UBS gold, Karatbar, thank you for the correction, I pronounce it wrong all the time, is 89.7 euros. What is the price of 1 gram of classic gold in Karatbars today? Let me go to general and the dashboard.
Okay.
And, well, let me do a control minus, it's really big here. What's the price of 1 gram of gold? 69.04. And what is the big, what is so special about the Karatbar? I don't know. Let's.
You're not, wait, are you in the right place? Let me go back to where you're at here. You're getting that price, what's that say? 69.04 euros?
69.04 euro, yeah. Compared to.
Is that the cash gold?
No.
Cash gold, not the class.
No, this is the classic gold.
Oh, you're looking at classic gold comparing classic gold to UBS, not the cash gold.
Exactly. Because
okay, because cash gold is lower. Okay, you know.
That's right. The classic gold product was actually brought to provide the same level of quality that the Karatbar does. In fact, that's where the name Karatbar came from. They couldn't call it Karatbar because Karatbars use its own process to do the same thing. So instead
trademark.
So the trademark, instead of Karatbar was trademarked, so the Karatbar was trademarked. And what is this? This is a credit card size format, sealed. It has the signature, the certification of warranty, and I'm sure there's other security features in there, sealed in packaging with certificate, produced by August Harris and so on. Right. And they were one of the first to introduce smaller size precious metal in bars and so on. So they would have the, features the UBS logo, weight, fineness, serial number, individually sealed, and so on. Package, free storage and vault for 1 year from purchase date. Karatbars offers the same thing.
Karatbars are typically more valuable. They contain added security features as you're talking about, like the assay info and the QR codes and the LBMA stamp. That makes
technology.
it.
Not to mention the blacklight technology.
Yes, exactly. But that's also the Karatbar is also in our cash gold, which is so cool.
It is.
Which you know. Yeah, the classic card is a Karatbar, and Karatbar's cash gold still includes many of the same properties as the Karatbar, but at a lower price. But
right. Okay, because how I have seen it, if I were to go to let's see, goldprice.org.
Okay.
General purpose.
Because you have to be aware of the prices. You have to be aware of those prices on the other sites, because oftentimes the price that they put on there is when you're ordering like a large quantity. You know, you might see it at a low price and think, but that's only if you order 100 of them or 50 of them. I have tried. It sounds like you're at UBS and that one has storage. Is that storage free? That's always a question, because our storage is free at Karatbars.
Yep, that's right. So I did a quick search here.
And you won't earn a fortune from UBS or from any of the other ones.
And that is absolutely right. We don't, persons who purchase the product.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. And we have the best quality gold out there, and we are the largest low denomination gold dealer in the world. And we are, the more and more we continue building and getting bigger and bigger. I mean, we have almost 1 million people, but we don't have almost 1 million people actually working. It's actually a lot lower number. And I got the number, an approximate number last night. And I think you saw that. And I was like, wow, is that really the number? So it was not real big. So you guys are way ahead with this. We are pioneers here, all of us.
Yeah. If we went to, I did a search for the best gold price in the world based on what, of course, they cover. And the site brought me over to JM Bullion. I'm looking at gold bars. Of course, there's a difference between spot gold price and stuff like that. We're looking at gold bars, and we're seeing here as low as 57.4 US for 1 gram of gold. But if I were to add to cart, and I say, okay, I want to get 1, right? The actual price will come up to 59.79 if I'm purchasing with a card. 59.79. Okay, you will get it at 57 if you pay with wire. All right, and this would be 1. Yeah, that's 1. 59. The cash gold right now, 0.1 gram is 52.9 euros. How much is 52.9 euros in US? I don't know if I can put this.
You would add 6 point. It's say the number again. I'm sorry, I can do it in my head. I can. What was the number again?
52.90 euros. How much is that in US dollars?
You add about six more to that, so 6. So that's 58. Around 58.
Right.
Yeah.
So to actually purchase it with JM Bullion, you're paying almost 60, 59.79.
And they don't have a loyalty program either over there, do they?
And they don't have a loyalty program. So for persons,
and that's another layer.
There are other layers there.
On top of.
And if we purchase it with our Karatbars MasterCard, we don't pay any extra fees on the credit card. So it's quite clear. So persons who say Karatbars is so expensive, they just need to simply compare with the cash code, and the case is closed. When you add in the other layers, as you see, they would see even greater value. And there was someone this week, they were surprised that Karatbars is offering gold at such a great price, and they're not charging anything for storage. I said, well, there you go. Okay, so that's the bonus information I wanted to share. Yep.
Yeah, nobody's really going to be able to acquire gold more affordably unless they want to just like go try to like find it themselves out there somewhere. Because that would be free. I don't know, it's just your time, but I'm just saying, you know, really, I've been around a while, and I know you have too. So you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. And so that's a big deal. That's a really big deal when cash gold, especially when, I mean, we already had it. I mean, we've done it. So now it's just time to go do it if you haven't, you know, and this is the way to go, is to be saving in this asset.
Yeah.
This is something that should be acquired by all of us. Gold is meant to be saved. Right. It is meant to be saved, and it is being saved because it's no longer going to be in slavery. It's free. So get it. Yep. Yeah. It knows.
Yeah, and actually, I would seek to start to wind down the call with that, on that very note, because one of the key things that was shared, I was actually listening to a broadcast by Peter Schiff on Saturday. This was after the missile had hit somewhere in Iraq, and the price of gold was just spiked. And he said that they were getting a surge in interest of persons buying gold. But what he says is this: gold is insurance. Now, when you have insurance, you do not wait until your house is on fire to run and purchase fire insurance. You purchase it before. So folks, there are a lot of things happening in the world today. We are, aside from the war, even without the war, the economic climate in many countries is reaching to a critical level. And it makes it all the more prudent for persons to own gold, because experts are saying that our financial system is on the verge of a collapse. So we do not wait until the collapse happens to say, hey, let me go and run to get some gold, because you will not be able to afford it at that point, right? So while we are looking at the multi-packs, while we are looking to get commissions, it's great to get commissions in gold and from the multi-packs and to get the points, to get the phone and everything. But at the core of everything, it is important to remember to pay yourself first, save in gold. And the company has made it possible for gold to be affordable to everyone. So if you cannot purchase a 5 gram on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, purchase 1 gram. If you can't purchase 1 gram, even if you purchase 0.1 of a gram, you will still have more than you didn't do before. So get into the habit of saving gold and prioritize that in your budgets as well. Anything to add as well, Kelly?
No, that's exactly right. Pay yourself first. I mean, that's what we should be teaching our children. And so we should be doing that. So we're teaching our children that. And that's the right thing to do. That's just the moral thing to do. And it's for yourself, and love yourself and take care of yourself. And by doing that, you are. And you'll find that it'll lead into a lot of other great things too for you if you're making those kinds of decisions. So that's my thing.
All right. So that will bring us to the end of the session today. Thank you very much to everyone who stayed on the call for the approximate hour and a half. As stated before, we have the next call coming up with Cheryl and Gruber to get more details on the gold miner. So until next week, I would say, have a wonderful week. Continue to save, continue to share with your teams. We have for those in Trinidad and Tobago, we have a meeting in Couva tomorrow evening. Yes, it is in Couva tomorrow evening. Bring your contacts, bring your friends. And of course, we still have Mr. Larry Pereira in Barbados. Reach out to him if you have contacts in Barbados. And let's continue to raise our level as we bring the good news of Karatbars to people around the world. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Good night.